If I'm selling something to somebody in a pit for survival, are you giving me another option? You tell them that, oh, they should not come to this market. Okay, what other markets should they go to?
Exactly.
What state have you relocated these people to that they said, no, oh, we're not relocating, we're going back?
These are their
These
villages.
are their villages. These are everything that they know. And if you cannot protect the average Nigerian in a village that is in Nigeria, you have failed at your job.
And my own too is that why is it on the people that came there to sell their wares? Because I mean, this is a market that has been there for years, like a long time. And if Boko Haram knew that this is a market that people go and sell stuff, Boko Haram themselves do not go and bomb the market. It was the Nigerian government that went to bomb them.
On April 11th, hundreds of citizens went to the market and they didn't come home. They didn't come home because the Nigerian government dropped a bomb on that market. And a lot of us don't know about it. We must have heard about it from foreign news, but our local news didn't carry this. So let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Ty, and I try to sprinkle some common sense on the nonsense that is Nigerian politics and also world news. If this is the kind of content you engage with, please like and subscribe. And then also comment how you feel about hearing a story like this. So, on April 11th, 2026, in the border of Yobe and Borno, the Nigerian military carried out a operation called Hedin Kai, and this was to, in essence, to fight Boko Haram. Unfortunately, or due to bad intelligence, they actually dropped a bomb on what was a weekly market where people just show up to sell the small things they have to provide for themselves and for their families. There were children there, there were hardworking Nigerians there, and in a blink of an eye, they're all gone. You see, the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency says that there were about 200 casualties. And Amnesty International actually reported this and said there were over 100 plus casualties. What scares me is the fact that Reuters was at the scene to report, AP was at the scene to report, but there were no local channels. Rise wasn't there, channels wasn't there. And this is concerning because these are Nigerian lives, and even their deaths cannot be carried on the news by Nigerians. This Jilli Market was a rural setting. There were people with no other options. It's not like there are shopping malls that they can sell their wares. There was this 43-year-old trader, Ahmed Ali, who came there to buy animals. And he said that he was so scared that he attempted to run away, but he was just told to lie down. He made it, but hundreds of people didn't. And all this was as a result of bad information. And another scary thing is that this is not a one-off tragedy. Over 500 civilians since 2017 have been killed due to military misfires. There are at least 17 documented incidences of strikes like this, from Borno to Yobe to Kaduna to Zamfara to Niger to Nasarawa. This is not an accident, this is a pattern. In 2017, in Borno, a jet bombed an IDP camp and he mistook it for a Boko Haram center, which is kind of similar to what they've done now. And each time the government promises an investigation. Oh, we will pay attention. We will try and do it better for next time. And these things keep happening. It is worrisome that while our government is trying, or say trying, to secure the citizens from the scourge that is Boko Haram, the citizens are now being wiped out by the same government that is supposed to protect them. Under intense pressure, yes, Arise TV eventually got to this story, and then the defense minister appears on this channel and says, "Oh, there are no innocent people there." So what they are now tagging this as this, they actually initially tagged it as a successful operation. Because oh, it was successful, we killed a bunch of terrorists. But now they have to backtrack a bit because it was not as clear cut as they were initially made to believe. This is sad. On one hand, I can find some solace in understanding that at least the military is doing something. But we can't just be doing something at the expense of the lives of innocents. We need to do better. Let me know your comments and your thoughts about this in the comment section below, and let's further this conversation. I'm going to be here every Tuesdays and Fridays. Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. I'm trying to build a community here.